Hello, today I'm here with my weekly wax empties. Sorry if my cover is too busy. It's my daughter's cover, and I feel like it's better than looking at the carpet. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with an empty that I actually forgot last week. It was sitting right next to me, but I'm so not used to having a candle that I just completely overlooked it and I didn't mention it. So I have this candle from Bath and Body Works. It's a strawberry pound cake. The scent notes, which I'm sure most of you know, it's very popular, are fresh strawberries, golden sugar cake, whipped cream with natural essential oils. Um, so I burned this twice. The first time it went really well, smelled nice and strong. The second time I started to kind of get that kerosene scent. Um, and I burned it for about 4 or 5 hours. Well, my daughter, she had recently been asking to get a melter in her room again. So I agreed to get her a tea light to melt at night when my other daughter is already in bed. Um, so I told her, can we melt this candle in your room every night until we get it? Because I just wanted to use it up, but I didn't really want to bother with it. I did trim the wicks. It melted nice, as you can see. Like it always melted evenly every time. And I will say that my daughter only has her melt on for like an hour and a half usually, and then she goes to bed. So I would always blow it out. Um, and this lasted a month. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I didn't. We never got the kerosene smell in her room, and I don't know if it's because we only melted it, you know what I mean, for like a short amount of time. But yeah, so it did really well in her room, for just an hour to an hour and a half. And I finally put it on the candle crock because she got tired of melting the same scent every night for like a month, every school night. And her tea light warmer finally came in. And so I was like, okay, so I put it. It's a little unsatisfying to me because I would have liked to use it all up, but I was just like, oh well. So yeah. So there's that. Probably won't see candles very often just because I don't like having to like mess with them. I don't like having to trim the wicks, and when you get the kerosene smell, or sometimes they don't throw well. Um, so yeah, I don't know when or if you'll ever see a candle in there again. Okay, so next we'll go to L3. That's what I think I melted the most of this week. Start with the samples. This is chip. It was a little scoopable. It's like doesn't want to focus because there you go. So I don't know the scent notes. It smells to me like a cookie. Like when a cookie, like a chocolate chip cookie or whatever, it's like not burnt, but when it gets nice and brown and you smell the bottom of it. Or I don't know if you smell the bottom of it, but I don't know, kind of like that burnt sugar. Like it smells like a cookie, but then it also smells like there's fruit in there, but it's not fruity. I don't know. This was really good. It was a medium throw in my son's room, and yeah, it was nice, and I would definitely think of repurchasing it, just in a small amount. I don't need a big amount. It was definitely different because, like I said, it smelled like a cookie, but it smelled like it had some kind of fruit, and it was very sweet. So I need to look up the scent notes on that. I just forgot. So then we have Jelly Donut and White Elephant Exchange, and I think White Elephant Exchange, it's like powdered donut and maybe some other like vanilla type scents with it. I know there's definitely powdered donut in there. And this was nice. I melted this in my daughter's room with her tea light warmer. It was a nice medium leaning towards strong, and I don't think I would repurchase it because there wasn't anything too special about it. It just smelled like a strawberry donut type of scent. I mean, jelly donut. I don't know if I said strawberry donut, sorry. Okay, so the next thing is a sample that I had in strawberry pound cake. I melted this in my son's room, 20 watts warmer, hot plate from candlewarmers.com. This gave me a good throw. It was medium leaning towards strong, but it only lasted a few hours. I want to say about 4 hours. And then it started to get that chapstick type of smell, which doesn't bother me too much just because I could just melt it like at night, because usually at night I'm only awake for like 3 to 4 hours and then I go to bed and I turn off, my scents. Because I do have this in a loaf. I don't know why I got a loaf in it. I don't know. In hindsight, I definitely wouldn't have gotten it. And I wouldn't mind having it in a smaller, like a puppy pack or something like that. I just don't really need that much of it. Because I also have this in a scoopable. So, but yeah, I don't know. It was an impulse buy, I guess. So yeah, I did repurchase it. I have a loaf of it, and I'll probably just use it as a nighttime melt, since it doesn't, the sample didn't last too long as far as it just turned chapsticky. Which I'm finding that I'm not too big a fan of L3's strawberry scents, at least so far, the strawberry scents I've gotten. This is another one. This is Sweetie Pie, and I know that it's strawberry pound cake, or at least I'm pretty sure it's strawberry pound cake mixed with like the pink frosted animal frosted cookies. I gotta look it up. I'm not too sure, but this was light. I had it in my warmers. Sorry guys, I'm like really tired today and I'm a little out of it. My mail carrier gave us somebody else's package today, and I had to get my daughter in her stroller and my son, and we had to like walk around the neighborhood till we found that person. And so it was like, it's disgustingly humid today and super hot. So I'm like, I don't know. I think I need to drink some water. But yeah, okay, so the first time I melted this, it was light. It was like a 3 out of 5, just lightly filled the room. And I did get that chapstick smell with this too. So I was like, I had almost like, it wasn't full. I had melted a couple times like in the past. I just don't really remember how it performed then. But I was like, I don't want to melt it again, So I was like, whenever I have that where I know that a scent is just going to get overlooked, and I didn't want to give it to my mom. To me, it's not worth giving to her. So rather than just let it get overlooked and get older and older, I just dump all the melts into one of these guys, an empty one, and put it on like as a candle crock on the warmer in my son's room, and it did perform better. It was still light, but it was a little stronger, and it definitely didn't turn like that chapstick scent until like midday. I think just because there was more like of the scent oil, so it lasted longer. So yeah, I did get a better performance of it, and at the same time got rid of it, which I'm glad for, because I wouldn't have melted it again if it wasn't for putting it in there. I have too much wax that I know performs better and that I love, that I didn't want to waste my time melting. This had like about 3 more melts in it, I would say. It was probably like 5.5 ounces that I put in there. So yeah, it had like 2 or 3 more melts in it, but I just used it all up because I didn't want to be bothered with it anymore. Last thing from L3 is Enchanted Pears, and a creamy, wonderful bakery scent. This is really nice. Yeah, it's so good. It's like one of those ones that I forget how good it is until I smell it again. You get the pear, and it's definitely a creamy pear. And the bakery in it, it's not like a sweet bakery to me. To me, I get like a pie crust vibe. It's like a creamy pear with pie crust, and it's just really good. This threw 5 out of 5, very strong, but it's still light. It's like, it's one of those scents that no matter how strong it is, it's still going to be light, if that makes sense. But I did enjoy it. I would definitely purchase this again. It's not something I would get a loaf in though. You know, I would just get it in something smaller than a loaf, but I would purchase it again. And yeah, I'm happy to have a scoopable. I think this is my first. I know I finished a scoopable from a different vendor, but this is my first L3 one that I actually finished. So next I will do the Bathing Garden. This is Salty Siren. It's basically a salty lime margarita, and I think this description doesn't even really say the notes. I think it just says something about a salty margarita fit for a mermaid or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it's basically just a lime margarita scent, but it's so good. It's so good. It's very salty and very limey, limish, citrusy, but in a lime way. It's just good. It's so good. It threw nice and strong. 5 out of 5. I did repurchase this. They had a sale. The Bathing Garden had like a little, they're having a sale right now. I think they're just doing that. I'm assuming they're doing it until their summer stock is gone. And I bought the rest of, there was like 5 clams left, and I did buy the rest of them. So yeah, very good. I really love that. Next we have Brown Sugar Cream Rose Bouquet. This is amazing as well. This was like medium leaning towards strong. It definitely smells better on warm than on cold. It smells good on cold too, but like on warm it's just beautiful. It's a sweet rose scent, but not sweet, at least to me, in like a pink petal tea cake way, because that's more of like a bakery, like a light bakery sweet. This is just sweet, like sugar, like if you had like a rose flavored candy, like hard candy or lollipop or something, but it doesn't smell like lollipops. It just, I don't know, it's really hard to explain, but it's beautiful. It's so good. I love it. I'm assuming it's from the Valentine's. I hope she does it again, because I will definitely repurchase this. If she made this in a big clam, I would get it. Because I love it. It's just beautiful. I love rose scents, and this one was a beautiful, sweet rose scent. Next we have Kaes. This is Sweet on Paris. This was amazing. I know that the scent notes are like blackberry and like bakery or something, but I think it's body care. I'm not sure where from, but it's really good. Sorry guys, I had to stop and cough. My mouth is really dry. Yeah, this is a really good perfume scent, but it's kind of perfume but also sweet at the same time. I don't want to say like in a girly, like a little girl type of way. It's more of like just a feminine, I guess you could say, way. And it's strong. It threw a 5 out of 5. I would definitely repurchase this. I really loved it. Then we have a clamshell. This is Plumeria, and this is just like a really sweet, oh my gosh, it's so pretty, so beautiful. I love this scent. It's just a sweet floral, a sweet tropical floral scent. It really is beautiful. Um, I do love this scent. I would order this in like K-cuts or like a loaf because I just love it that much. It performed really well. It was, for me, a medium leaning towards strong. And yeah, I definitely would repurchase that. Then we have Destination Wax. So this is spiked eggnog, which is vanilla eggnog spiked with rum, clove, cinnamon, ginger, and nutmeg, topped with whipped cream. This is so good. This is the first eggnog scent that I've ever tried. I never would have thought to get one. I don't know why. I do like eggnog. And it was amazing. I melted this last night in my daughter's room, and it just smells so good. It's like a really true eggnog, and you get the clove and cinnamon, the ginger, rum, everything. You get everything it says, but it's not overpowering. It's definitely on the creamier eggnog side than on the spicy side, but you do get the spice in the background, and it's beautiful. Everybody loved it. My kids, my husband was like, "Oh, that's really good." He was even like, "You should have melted that downstairs," because it was in my daughter's room. It was nice and strong in her tea light. It was a 5 out of 5. I liked it so much that I went and I got on the website to see if they were still open, and they were. So I ordered a loaf because I was like, it's delicious. It's so good. So yeah, hopefully the loaf will be as good as the sample. I'm sure it will be. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I'm sure it will be. So then the next one is Coast of Sicily, which is lavender and violets mingle with the salty ocean breeze of the Sicilian coast. I love this scent so much. It's so beautiful. It was just, it's a lavender. It's like you get the lavender and the violets and the saltiness, and it smells like a clean scent, like soapy, but not soapy in like a bad soap way. It just smells clean. I wouldn't even describe it as fresh. It just smells clean. It's beautiful. I love it, but it was light. In my bathrooms, it was a 3 out of 5. It lightly filled my bathrooms, and they smelled amazing. But in my son's room, I couldn't get a throw. I had to be right next to it to smell it. And I was really disappointed with that. But I did in this last order that she just had 2 days ago. Well, it was yesterday and the day before. I ordered 2 more because I was like, okay, if anyone else uses these breakaway bars, could you let me know how many squares do you use? Because I've been using 1, and so I did use 1 square each time that I melted. And so I was like, maybe I need more. So I was like, I'm going to get another one so I can melt. I'll try 1.5 squares. And then I thought, but if that still doesn't throw, I should get another one so that next time I can use 2 squares. And if after 2 squares I get no throw, then I'll give up on it. I just love this scent that much that I'm willing to like experiment with it. So I did purchase 2 more breakaway bars in this just to see how it does with the different amounts. Yeah, because I really love it that much, and if I can get a better throw, I would definitely purchase this in a loaf. It's that good, at least to me. Next we have Southbound Candle Co. This is Hot Mess. It's grapefruit, lemon, mandarin, green tomato leaf, jasmine, eucalyptus, and musk. This scent surprised the heck out of me. It really did. When I smell it on cold, it smells like straight up like a tomato leaf or a tomato vine, which it makes sense because it has it in there. Like it smells like citrus, and then really strong, that strong earthy green vine type of scent. Oh, but on warm, this seriously like transformed. I got all of the notes in here. So it smelled like a still like earthy, green, musky, slightly floral, slightly citrus. It was so good. I loved it. I melted it downstairs. It was super strong, 5 out of 5. It's hard for me to get a throw during the day because I did melt it during the day. I could not have this on at night. This is not the type of scent I could melt at night. But it's a nice daytime scent, and I loved it. I would totally repurchase this again. It was just really good, very surprising, very unique. So yeah. Next we have Hotel California, which is fresh linen and sugared lemons. This I definitely would not repurchase. This was also a strong thrower. It was like a 4 leaning towards a 5. And to me it just smells like a generic laundry scent. There's no sweetness to it. There's no, maybe like barely a little bit of lemon maybe, but not even really. I don't get it. To me it just smelled generic. It smells kind of like a powdery laundry scent, which I don't mind as long as it has another note to it. And this one I just really didn't care for it. So I would not repurchase this one again. Next are just the just miscellaneous ones that I have. So this is Sassy Girl Aroma Cappuccino Brulee. This was good. It was strong. 5 out of 5. And it smells like a sweet, creamy coffee scent. Sweeter, on the sweeter side. On the sweeter, creamier side. Less coffee. It was okay to melt that one time, but I just wouldn't repurchase it because it just wasn't anything special. Sorry, I had to get up and get some water. My mouth is so dry. Okay, so next we have a Better Homes and Gardens Lavender Lemonade. This is lemon, sugar, pineapple water, lavender, melon, and vanilla scent notes. I love this one. I think I've had this one a few times in my empties already. Oh my gosh, every time I smell it, it's so good. I get absolutely no lavender. I don't know where they get the lavender from. I get fruity. I get the lemon, sugar, pineapple water. It's just so good. I love it. It's really good. I think that I have 2 more clams of this. It's just, excuse me. It's just a bright, sweet, fruity lemonade scent. And I really love it. Next we have Hibiscus Fruit Punch from Goose Creek. This was okay. This threw like a light leaning towards medium. It smells like a, kind of like a fruity, tropical, floral scent. But there was just something about it that I didn't like. It was almost more like bathroom cleaner than like I was hoping it would be like a sweeter, fruitier, tropical. And I got almost like a bathroom scent, bathroom cleaner type of note to it. And it's not one that I would repurchase. And then the last one we have is Aromatherapy Melts. This is Happiness, which is grapefruit and sage. I got this for free. I got a warmer from candlewarmers.com. And I guess I didn't even know, like, they were having a deal. I don't know. This was just in the box with it. And it came with, like, 3 other scents, I think. This was okay. I mostly didn't really get any sage. It was just like a citrusy grapefruit scent that did smell good. I did it in my bathrooms. It was about a medium throw, and it was nice to have in the bathrooms. I just wouldn't go out of my way um, to purchase their melts. Um, so yeah, those are all of my empties for this week, the first week of September. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.